Hi guys, greetings of the day. Myself Raghavendra. Today we are going with design of spur and helical gear, ninth part. In the previous part, we have studied helical gear forces and virtual number of teeth. So for this part, we'll start with the beam strength of helical gears. In order to determine the beam strength, the helical gear is considered to be equivalent to a formative spur gear. So the formative gear is an imaginary spur gear in a plane perpendicular to the tooth element. The pitch circle diameter of this gear is d suffix c, dc. The number of teeth is zv and the module is m suffix n. Now, the beam strength of the spur gear is given by FB which is equals to m into b into sigma b into capital Y. Call this as equation number 1. This is the beam strength of the spur gear. This equation is applicable to the formative spur gear. Now, in this diagram, instead of FBN it is there. That is called as beam strength perpendicular to the tooth element. This FBN is perpendicular to this tooth element. Then M is equals to M suffix N. This is called as normal module. Then face width B is equals to B by cos beta. And capital Y is equals to pi into small y. Here small y is the Lewis form factor based on virtual number of teeth z suffix v. Substituting all these values in equation 1, it will be FBN, which is equals to M is nothing but Mn, B is nothing but B divided by cos beta into sigma B into Y we will keep as it is as of now. Call this as equation number 2. Now in this diagram, FB is the component of FBN in the plane of rotation. So we can write FB as FB is equals to FBN into cos beta. So call this as equation number 3. So from equations 2 and 3, that is FBN cos beta is nothing but FB. So by substituting that one, we'll get the equation FB is equals to M suffix N B sigma B into Y. So this equation is known as Lewis equation for helical gears. In this equation, the form factor Y is based on the virtual number of teeth. The beam strength FB indicates the maximum value of tangential force that the tooth can transmit without bending failure. The modified form of Lewis equation used in the design of helical gears is Ft, which is equals to sigma naught B Y P suffix T CV cos beta divided by C suffix W. This is the modified form of Lewis equation. So in this one, Pt into cos beta is nothing but Pn. So that can be written as sigma naught B Y Pn into Cv divided by Cw. So instead of CV, we can write as kV also. That is sigma naught by Pn kV divided by Cw. So this equation we have in the data handbook, that is equation number 23.286. So this is the equation for Lewis equation, modified Lewis equation. So in this one, kV or CV is nothing but the velocity factor. Then Cw is the wear and lubrication factor. We will get this value from table 23.47. Sigma naught is the static allowable stress. We will get this one from table 23.48. Pn is equals to normal pitch, which is equals to pi into m suffix n, where mn is nothing but the normal module. So this is about the beam strength of helical gears. Next topic, dynamic load. As we have the equation in spur gears, in helical gears also we have the equation for dynamic load. So according to Buckingham, the dynamic load of the helical gear is given by the equation Fd is equals to Ft plus 21 Vm into Ft plus Bc cos square beta into cos beta divided by 21 Vm plus square root of Ft plus Bc cos square beta. Equation number 23.309a. So all the terms are same, whatever we used in the spur gears, except beta. Beta is nothing but helix angle. Next one is endurance strength. So we have the equation for endurance strength as Ff, which is equals to sigma F into B capital Y mt into cos beta. So this equation we have in the data handbook, that is equation number 23.293. So this can be reduced as, which is equals to sigma F into B, capital Y is nothing but pi into small y, mt can be written as mn by cos beta into cos beta. Here cos beta will get cancelled and pi into mn is nothing but Pn. So therefore Ff is equals to sigma F into B into Pn into Y. So this is the equation for endurance strength, and it should be greater than the dynamic load. Last topic is wear load. So according to Buckingham's equation, wear load Fw is equals to d1 bqk divided by cos square beta. Equation number 23.310. So in this one, Q is nothing but ratio factor, which is equals to 2Z2V divided by Z1V plus Z2V. D1 is the diameter of pinion, B is face width. So K is load stress factor, which is equals to sigma FAC square into sine alpha n divided by 0.7 times of E naught. So this equation number 23.311. So here alpha n is nothing but the normal pressure angle. E naught is equals to E1 E2 divided by E1 plus E2. So E1 and E2 are the Young's modulus of pinion and gear respectively. And sigma FAC is equals to 2.75 times of HB minus 69. Equation number 23.294a. So by substituting all these values in this equation, we can get the value of wear load. Always wear load FW should be greater than dynamic load FD. For this part, this much. A remaining part we'll see in the next. Remaining topics we'll see in the next part. Thank you. Please subscribe my channel.